Welcome everyone, this is Zozo Stock Watch, and this is your stock watch list for Wednesday, October 4th. So we'll go ahead and get right into it. The Dow futures are down about 13, the S&P futures are down about 1, and the NASDAQ futures are down about 4 at about 7:22 my time. And so that's your overnight futures at the moment. Oil currently trading $50.02, down about another 40 cents on the oil. And gold is up about 33 cents to flat on gold. Let's go ahead and move on right into Wednesday for reporting earnings for Wednesday, October 4th. Before the bell, we have AYI, LW, Monsanto, Pepsi, RPM. After the bell, we have CAFD, RECN. So that's your earnings for tomorrow before and after the bell. We do have Janet Yellen speaking tomorrow, as you see in the red here. James Bullard speaks at 3. Then Janet Yellen starts speaking at around 3:15 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. And prior to all that, we have the MBA mortgage applications. 8:15, we have the ADP jobs report. 9:45 PMI service index, 10 o'clock ISM non-manufacturing, and then 10:30 we have the oil numbers for Wednesday, October 4th. Don't forget, on Friday coming up, October 6th, we have the jobs number coming out, employment situation, non-farm payrolls, 8:30 a.m. on Friday the 6th. All right, so in our market wrap, courtesy of the Trade Exchange, top gainers today, and what a gainer it was. CLSN, we got a piece of this in my service on CLSN. Can't say I wish I got 200% or whatever it closed, 280%, 300%, but we did good. We got a nice trade in it, so I was very happy with that on CLSN. And let's see, next one up, ECYT, KOOL, popped, BIOP, ETRM, DSX, MNGA, SID, MANH, GVO, ATV, and FMSA also were some of the gainers for today. Top losers, you can see listed here. Roku, the new IPO, made lows today. RIGL. After the bell, RIGL had an offering. PTCT, CCJ dropped today. CPTA and Fizz, the soda Fizz company, National Beverage, they also dropped. For your options, unusual options activity, COP, CPE, CS, FTX, Flowtech, GPK, JetBlue, which my service was in as a swing trade from 1875. Beautiful pop. I'll show you that in a bit. MGM, that one had call activity. NTAP, NWL, and VG Vonage. And for the put side, EXAS for the put side on EXAS. If you ever wonder what my service is, it's zozostockwatch.com. If you go to the home page and then you hit, you'll see the slider here. That's my mugshot right there. Focus, discipline, trading. And then if you go to the Join Me tab, you can come check us out for $9.99 for 7 days. All right. So this is a special offer we're doing right now. 7-day trial offer for $9.99. If you want to try us for a month, you can try us for a month, and then you see the other listings here. We are a day trading and swing trading service. All right. And we have a private feed for the swing trades, and they also get called over the microphone in the Omnovia room. They get put into the Omnovia room. But if you're on the go, we have the private feed, the private Twitter feed for the swing trades. The day trades are exclusively for the room. All right, so that's a little bit. I just want to tell you about my service, and we're running this special right now, combination swing trade day trading service. You can come in here and for $9.99 try us for 7 full days. So after the bell, we'll go through some of the news that came out. RIGL secondary, 6 million shares. It's like a $40 million offering for RIGL, and you see that stock went down a bit in after hours on RIGL. No, not too many earnings, not much earnings at all. NLNK, they announced an offering also, NLNK. and that stock went down in the after hours. I believe the pricing was between 10-10.50 on NLNK. Let's see, Tesla, Nomura initiated with a buy, and they gave Tesla a $500 price target, TSLA. So Nomura hit Tesla with a $500 price target after the bell tonight. Fuel cell, FCEL, Oppenheimer came out and upped the price target on it on FCEL, and that stock popped in the after hours on FCEL. And here you see the initiated with a buy, Nomura for Tesla, $500 in price target. So pretty impressive there with that price target. After the bell tonight around 4:35, we got the oil numbers out, and so it was a drawdown of 4 million barrels or so for the drawdown. So, but oil, I believe, fell after hours. Yeah, oil went down. I guess not enough of a drawdown, so oil went down. USO is the ETF for that. What else did we have? Let's see, anything else outstanding? RIGL we mentioned already. For top insider purchases, Kellogg's had a purchase of, what was it, 75,000 on Kellogg's. GTE director purchased over 200,000 GTE. So let's check that out. A little bit of a pop. Oil and gas name on GTE. And that's about it. Fear and Greed Index. Let's see. We'll bring this up for you. Fear and Greed Index by CNN Money. You know, market keeps moving up, but we are getting a little, you know, stretched here. We're at 92 now on the Fear and Greed. So let's go ahead and get this out of your way. And we will move into just let's take a look at the SPY and some of the markets real fast. The SPY, you know, churning up into a new high here. I keep drawing resistance lines and keeps jumping over the resistance lines here. So, you know, this red line, you know, who knows where the next spot is going to be. So we just keep playing the game, right? The trend is up, so we keep doing that. QQQ, you know, not as strong as the SPY. And so that one, but is back over the 20. It's back over the 5, back over the 10 on the QQQ. As far as the IWM, you know, another big move up today on the IWM, and IWC also recovered. At some point, I guess, you know, maybe we'll start getting to play the TZA. This is the inverse. So if the IWM goes down, TZA will go up. So at some point, you would think there's going to be a little bit of a pullback. Okay, I'm not calling for a crash or anything. And then some of your other inverses are SDS. All right, in case you forgot what these are, if you play these long, that means the market is actually going down. So if the market ever goes down, SDS might come into play. SPXU. And like we said, TZA are some inverses. And then if there's any volatility in the market, you know, you got TIVX, you can try that one too. And this is kind of trading the volatility on TVIX. Not an easy thing to trade, but, you know, at some point there might be a little bit of give back in the market. And so it's good to know that those things exist. So let's take a look at Apple, go through some of the bigger names. Apple still basing around that 100 SMA, as you can see, kind of right there. And then Amazon, you know, still below the 50 SMA, just consolidating, staying within that range of the lines that you see there on the chart. Google, you know, trying to get up through this 960 spot here on Google. And that one is looking strong on Google. And then we have Netflix. And that one is trying to hold the 50 SMA. So, you know, it held the 50 SMA down here. Then it popped. So now we're kind of going through that same, you know, song and dance here, trying to hold the 50 SMA. So will it do it this time? You know, it's from a higher area. So we'll see on Netflix. And then Tesla. You know, this is up and after hours at 351 on that upgrade. So we're up to about here. All right, 351. So we're still below the 20 SMA on Tesla. And, you know, we'd have to kind of recover this 360 area on Tesla. So let's see if they do that tomorrow. But was very strong in the after hours on Tesla on that Nomura. Price target increased to 500. And then let's see, we'll just throw out some names out there. Twitter is kind of making a comeback here, Twitter. And let's check. Facebook is holding up above the 5 EMA, holding above the 50. NVIDIA, we'll take a look at that one. That one's trying to get back over 180, trying to hold the 5 and the 10 SMA. So that's some of the bigger names. We went through some of the markets. We'll just take a look at Celgene, popping, and Amgen. Trying to break out again on Amgen, the IBB, trying to push up through that 340 XBI, also trying to break out through resistance on the XBI. So, markets are just strong. JETS, all the airlines, a lot of them were up today. So big pop in JETS here. And the IYT, the transports, making fresh highs with the airlines now participating and moving up. The IYT made new highs, and I guess lastly we'll look at the Dow Jones 30 real fast, and that's pushing up to a new all-time high. So market just wants to keep grinding higher, so we'll just keep playing to the long side. So let's go ahead. We'll get into the watch list. First one up, ANTH. You see this pop in here, 3.4 million shares, trying to get over $2. We do have this 150 SMA. Not a lot of people use it, and that's up there at 216. So ANTH, nice pop today. So we'll see if it has anything in it for tomorrow. BITA kind of setting up here on the daily chart, BITA. And you can see that kind of wedge consolidation, maybe trying to break over, 4750, 4760, BITA. Box, trying to get back over that 1950 spot on BOX. 1.9 million shares traded in the name today. So keep your eye if it breaks out over that 1955, possible, swing trade here. CARS, possible swing trade if you can get over that, maybe 2765, 2765, I think, might be enough. Back here we're at 2763. So watch it over that 2665, 2765, 2770. DSX, the shippers were getting some buying today. Let's check out dries. We actually traded dries. Haven't traded dries in a while. But today we got a trade off of, over 303, and we got a nice pop in dry. So this was in play today. Some other names, and I'm looking at them on the 5-minute chart here just because, if I show you them on the daily, well, this one doesn't look too bad on the daily if I stretch it out a little bit. So you see that pop in GLBS and SBLK. Let's check that out. That one had a nice pop today too. NAT, another shipper, had a nice candle here, hit the 100 SMA, and GNK, TNK. So, maybe the shippers are in play a little bit. Let's check out tops. Not so much on that one. DCIX. Let's see if that one did anything. Not really on DCIX. So that's just a few shippers. Oh, I know the one I wanted to show you, and I actually have it on watch tonight. EC. All right, this is a shipping and ports, and you see this is the daily chart of ESEA, and we got over 300,000 shares traded. We have a high back here of $1.83, so maybe over that $1.84, maybe this one gets going. Had a little bit of a run here in that one. It's a thin stock, but volume can come in on these at any time. Next one up is FCEL with that pop today from Oppenheimer, raising the price target to 4, so maybe this one will get a move. FCX trying to break out over this 15 spot. I don't like it till it can actually break out over this 15 area. I mean, if you want to try it a little bit sooner for possible swing, maybe over 1485-ish, but you're still going to have about that round number 15 up in the way there. FMSA, this one, was on the highs list for Trade Exchange in that letter I showed you. So, if it can break out over like 505, 510, 37 million shares traded in this. So oil, gas, and equipment. I think this was chatter around the name, and let me get these lines off of here. I think this had chatter around the name, takeover chatter, so that's the reason for all the shares in the pop. FTK, this one also popped a little bit, 2 million shares, trying to get back above the maybe this 50 SMA here, see if it can do that. We have a high today of 548, closed 531, so maybe over 550. We might get a move. JetBlue, like I said, we're already in this one from the service as a swing trade, and we got in this one. Some folks got 1880 and others got like 1885 for their fill. Got over this 1875 and this beautiful pop here, up almost $1 already on this swing trade JetBlue. So we pretty much nailed that one. A lot of folks took some profits already, and we'll see what's going to happen if we can get a continuation move in JetBlue, JBLU. KOOL had a nice pop today, almost 4 million shares. So we'll see if this one wants to set up today on KOOL. LC, this one is kind of basing this 650 spot, credit services. So see if it can get up over this 650 spot on LC. All right, and we'll see if there's anything there in the tank. 4.5 million shares traded, and you can kind of draw the line here, and so you see we're in this kind of wedge and trying to break up and out. So we'll see. MTBC was just like so strong right out of the gate, and this happened at around what time was that? 3:30. So there was no way I could put on like a new quick day trade. To be honest, this thing just popped and just ripped. And if you look at the first candle on this 5-minute, this thing had a high of 202 and then 161. So you're talking about a 40 cent difference here from top to bottom. So it wasn't an easy one just to kind of jump in. And this is the this is a 5-minute pre-post market chart. So it'll be on watch. We'll see if we get something out of it. And then this OPTT kind of popped, 4 million shares traded. So if it can get over this 165 spot, maybe it'll get going on OPTT. Plug, we kind of just looking for it to finally do something here. It's been kind of basing, consolidating. Maybe this one will get moving tomorrow. So I'll have it on watch. 285. So if it breaks that 285, 287. PXLW, this one is above the 50. We got this pop, 1.4 million. See if there's any kind of continuation move in this one. PXLW, TECK popping into the close here, 7 million shares traded, starting to turn up. Needs to now get over this 50 SMA, which is around 2267 on TECK. So we'll see if that one, it's been holding the 200 SMA. So we'll see if that one wants to get moving. Twitter, looking for that maybe 1775 break. 1770 for Twitter. VG, this one had a call activity in it. So if this can get over maybe this high here, let's see, 859. So maybe 860 for Vonage. Web, WEB, expanding volume here. Trying to turn back up. It's above the 50, above all the moving averages. That high today on it was 2570. So maybe 2570 break again, and maybe this web WEB gets going. Internet content and information. ZYNE, trying to fill the gap here. Let me get rid of this line. 1.9 million shares traded, maybe over 990 or something like that on ZYNE. So we'll see. But it is back above the 50 SMA. It did have this pop. It pulled back. It's holding the 5 EMA on ZYNE. All right. So if you're interested in a KOOL day trading service and also a swing trading service, I'm offering 7 days for $9.99. Come check it out. You have really, $10 to lose to spend 7 days. Listen, you might pick something up. All right. It's a day trading, swing trading chat room. Our room opens at 6:15 a.m. every day. The screen share goes up. We close down at 8 p.m. every day. except for Friday, which we shut down at 7 p.m. I share my scans. We have news. We have audio news in the room. We have all those features in the room, and you can come try it for just $9.99 for your first 7 days. So come give us a try, and you know, give us a chance, because people are making money in there. So I mean, if you join for a month and you pay what, $84.95 for a month, you know, I'm sure you'll make your money back. Okay. All right. So come give us a try. You know, there's no guarantees in trading, but you know, come give us a try for $9.99, and I think you'll like our service. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Hit the like button if you like the videos, and I know you don't like when I do ads in my videos, but you know, sometimes you just got to do what you have to do. All right. So thank you very much for listening, and have a great evening all.